believe that if singers don't write their own songs, they should be considered performers rather than musicians or artists.
Or performer of music. I was going to say that this is probably the dumbest shit I read today about this debates. Everything was so dumb anyway, so... Frankly, Gib, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a shit about what you believe or not, when we already have accurate enough definitions.
True artists and musicians write and record their own music.
Well, that's a good thing. That every old school and famous musicians wrote their own song, right? Right. During a 1957 interview, Elvis Presley claimed that while his name is listed on the credits for several songs as the author, is not actually the writer at all.
It's all a big hoax. I never wrote a song in my life.
Sorry, Elvis. Sucks to suck. Apparently, you're not a musician anymore.
Oh, fuck! Others that sing what someone else wrote should not be considered artists because their material is not created by them. Thus, singers are just performing a song.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
I've always been a little bit absent-minded about radio music, since I mostly listen to progressive rock and metal. But when I discovered that many songs you hear on the radio aren't even written by the people that are performing them, I was astounded.
Oh, so you're one of those. So Elvis Presley said in 1957, that he was already doing that at the time, and you make it sound like it's a new type of behavior, when it's actually been a thing for ages. Also, I'm sorry, but I need to tell you, if you don't know that, that's gonna be a shock. But there are rock and metal bands that don't write their own song too. It's not just a pop thing or just a radio music thing. In the thread, there are so many good responses that really annihilate his argument. One of my favorite sentences in this is this one. Composing is not what makes you a musician. It's what makes you a composer. Also, once again, they say here that it's a common noun. And you know what, Gary? We invented adjectives for a reason. You can be a cover artist. Sometimes people just prefer to perform other people's song, and that's okay. When you are a singer, performing someone else's song with your own voice, your own vocal technique, your own vocal mimics, even your vocal flows, your own vocal flows, can give the listener a completely different experience than what the original song gave him or was intended to give to the listener. I do understand, though, that there is a debate in the case of covers that are basically identical or are aiming to be identical to the originals. However, one could consider imitation or impersonation to be a performance and even an art. Also, again, I love how he makes his arguments just like... what was his name? Gary! Just like Gary made his arguments about singers, like only singers were affected by that, when in reality, this is so nonsensical of an argument. Almost nobody would actually be considered a musician or an artist based on this standard.
Reality can be whatever I want.
No. What about classic opera singers, for example? They're usually not the ones that are writing operas. They're just performers So what, they're not artists now?
Musicians, have you ever heard an opera singers before? Have you?
What about all those instrumentalists in orchestras? I mean, their job is usually to play other people's song. Like, it's literally their job. So, they're not musicians too? They're not artists. They're just performers.
Performers.
It's in it! It's in it, for fuck's sake! Performer! Come on! What about theaters or movies actors? Oh, I know. They're just script readers, right? They just read a script that someone else has written for them. So they're not artists. What about all those dancers that are dancing,
Duh.
interpreting choreography that were created by others? Just performers. I want to die right now. I'm not gonna lie. Performance artists are a thing, regardless of what you believe. And I feel that because this is an instrument that we were born with, that we didn't have to buy in a store or on the internet, is also the reason why there is a debate about whether or not singers are musicians. But he didn't have to learn it from scratch like the rest of us. He didn't have to go through the same step as us. It was easy for him in comparison with us. We fight for our instrument. Singers have it easy. They don't deserve to wear the musician badge of honor. At least that's how I see them. If you are a musician and you see yourself superior to other people because of that, in any way, I have bad news for you. You're not superior. You're like everybody else. In the end, you'll die alone, like everyone else. That's just not true, by the way. Nobody spawns in life with a fine-tuned singing voice. It just doesn't work like that. It takes dedication, it takes hard work, effort, and when you're saying that singers aren't musicians, you're taking away that hard work from people who spend years of their life trying to learn their instrument, to learn their craft, like guitarist or drummer or bassist or pianist. And if after all that, you still want to pretend, you still believe that singers don't deserve to be classed as musicians, just like other instrumentalists. If after everything I just said, you still believe that, well then fuck you. Just fuck you.